Hello class, Mrs. Porter's here today. I'm here on a Friday night late, trying to make a couple of videos for you for next week so things are not so confusing as you get going. So some of you on your virtual day schedules with your assignments and that kind of thing, you'll see that there's an instructional video for journaling. And I just wanted to go over what you needed to do in your journal entries because this is something I would normally roll out with you in class. However, having so many people in and out of the classroom at different times of the week, it's just impossible to make sure that everyone's here at the same time and they're getting that very first initial instruction so we can move forward. So I decided to go ahead and make this video just in case you cannot. So you're not doing this on Friday, September 11th. I am recording this video on that day. Anyway, so you may have gotten a book that looks like this. It just has a line and it says journal. This is basically just a very first thing. I wanted to be able to give you guys a paper choice that I thought was appropriate for some of you. You might feel like it's too big, and that's okay. I'll bring it up a little bit closer. So there are some dotted lines. If you need it, the bottom line colored yellow because you have a hard time telling that, that's fine. Your parents could do that with a highlighter or with a yellow marker. At the top of the journal, you're going to choose one of the two options. So on September 14th, it says, would you rather be able to run very fast or jump very high? And you're going to explain why you would like that. Or the second one is, imagine you're able to spend 5 days in a balloon. What are 3 things you would pack for your trip? So you choose which one you write about. And then I want you to write about it for at least 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, that's a minimum time. You could always write more. You're going to set a timer if you have to. On the stove is a good one, or the microwave. Don't turn on the microwave, but there is a timer button up there. You can do timer and then put in your 10, 0, 0, and then start, or sometimes timer again. If you're uncertain, ask your parents. Even the computer you're watching this on. You could always go to Google and just put 10-minute timer, and a timer will come up for you. At least 10 minutes that you're writing, like continuously. If you stop writing, you stop the timer. And the other thing is that you write at least 3 sentences or at least 3 ideas. So remember, sentences are groups of words that make up ideas. They start with capital letters, they end with punctuation. In between each word in our thought, we put a space so that our reader can very clearly see these are the words that make up my thought or my sentence. So if I was writing what I had just spoken, it would probably take me a much, much longer time. But learning to write quickly is helping form a pathway in our brains that we are going to need no matter what job we choose in the future or where we go. We have to be able to speak and to write or communicate in some way, shape, or form with others around us. So learning that now will make your life easier in the future. So let's take 10 minutes. Let's focus just down on our skills. We're not looking for best spelling. We're not trying to become like a spelling bee champion. We are just trying to get down thoughts on paper of our own. So you're going to decide, would you rather be able to jump very fast or run very fast or jump very high? I personally would, what would I like to do? I think I would like to be able to jump very high. So I would just write here, I would rather jump very high. Jumping would be helpful to me because I could reach all the tall things. I'm kind of short, and jumping very high I will be able to not have to get a ladder and do other things. It would save me a lot of time. Whatever, that was 3 or 4 sentences. Then I could spend the rest of my time making a picture. You could always start with a quick sketch and then move on. In the event that you finish what you have to say about jumping in the 10 minutes, just write from the other prompt. That's okay too. All right, the next day you're home, you're going to be like, oh, look, yay, there's another journal entry for writing. So September 15th, you'll write something. September 16th, you'll write something. September 17th, you'll write something. September 18th, you'll write something. Each day we want to write a little more, a little more. So if 10 minutes felt okay to us, we still had time left or we went over, the next day we want to set our timer a little bit longer. Just like whenever we're working our muscles in our body and we have to start out small and get bigger, it's the same thing we need to do with writing so that we can come into the classroom and we can be productive authors. We are going to be writing many books this year, but we need to have some writing stamina built up. And that's going to be hard to get, just a couple days here and a couple days there and a couple days here. So you're going to need to write at home. All right, well, I hope you enjoy this and it's something that you like. In the event that you really find that you like writing, some students really, really enjoy writing. Please ask me. I can make you another one. You could have a free journal that you could just have, maybe you get upset or depressed or you miss someone. You could always, always journal about that, draw about it, write about it. That would be separate from your writing time. When you're spelling, please just sound out the words the best that you can. And if all you have are a whole bunch of beginning letter sounds, that is okay. As long as you make a picture descriptive enough that you remember what you wrote. And that those sounds, when we go back through, can make up a sentence. So it needs to be spacing or what have you. So if you're saying, I like to jump, but maybe you don't know how to spell any of those words. So you say I, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a letter. Write it down. Like, and you're like, like. You're like, okay, that's 3 sounds, but I only know one of those letters. Write that letter down. Leave a space. Go to the next word. Sound it out. Figure out how many sounds, and then put those letters down. I know you guys can do this. I know it's very challenging, but you can do it. Just in case, some of you might have gotten a journal that looks more like this, that has a big place for a picture at the top and a little bit smaller of a line at the bottom. That's okay. Go ahead and use those. That's perfectly fine. All right. Good luck. If you have any questions, remember you can see me every single day. At 3:10, I have an open office hour, so anyone can jump onto that Zoom. It is the meeting ID and password are on your child's schedule that I sent you via email. So kids, if you're watching this and you want to see me at 3:10 today, and it's not Wednesday, because Wednesday I only do 1:10, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, if you wanted to see me at 3:10, you can just look at your schedule. I sent it to your email. So if you're my student, you have an email through Fox. It's your username and password. And on your email also has a copy of your schedule, which has the Zoom ID and the password. All right, I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.